Hey guys, it's Poochie again. We are going to talk right now about Module 3, Part 3, listing inventory for live shows. Now here's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to prepare, list, and organize inventory within WhatNot before going live so your shows run smoothly, sales are faster, and buyers have a clear professional experience. So let me tell you, there are two ways to list inventory. You can list inventory like for random pull auctions or shows where you're saying there are going to be 100 of these. They're going to be different kinds. So baseball hat as shown in show, or, a lot of miscellaneous as shown in show. And then you're going to do it like that. You're going to pull it, and every item you pull is going to be a surprise because none of it's been photographed or listed beforehand, or you can photograph and list your items beforehand. So inventory listing is important on WhatNot because if you have good inventory, I would say you're definitely going to attract more buyers, I feel like, and make more money if you list every item. If you don't have the ability to do that, or you just don't want to do that, you don't have to. But on WhatNot, you're only as smooth as your prep. Show prep has to be done. Just like when I was in radio, a radio personality, I had to do show prep. I had to do show prep to make my show entertaining and make it better for my audience. It's the same thing here. So if you have your inventory pre-listed, it speeds up the show, keeps your audience engaged, makes your stream look professional, reduces mistakes, confusion, and missed sales. Having your items listed, like this is a Portland Trail Blazers Rip City baseball hat. It is 47 brand. It's one size fits all, etc. Okay. That's going to be a lot easier for me to find to package after the show than, say, miscellaneous lot number 8. Okay. If you do it right, miscellaneous lot 8 is just as easy to find, though. Going live without listing your inventory equals chaos. Is it really chaos, or is it a surprise in every moment? I would say it's surprise at every moment. A lot of sellers on WhatNot do not list all of their item and photographed it for WhatNot shows. Step 1, add a show or edit an upcoming one. So to add a show, you go to the seller dashboard, click on shows, click create show. So the title you want to make catchy and niche relevant. Okay. So like, vintage, tons of vintage t-shirts, bangers, $3 starts. That was 6 gunshots. Not sure what that was aimed at. I'm hoping not me. The start time and date of your show, cover image, which is your visual ad. Remember how I talked to you about your cover image or your thumbnail you want to make stand out. That's a lot of gunshots. You want to make your cover image stand out. Category, vintage clothing, TCG, trading card games, toys, etc. So category is important. Your cover image is important. Your start date and time, not as important. Just do it when you want to do it. Make sure you're scheduling your shows for a time that you are able to consistently do shows then. Even if you start out slow, say you're doing shows at 10 p.m. or 6 a.m., you're starting out slow, you're still building consistency with your shows. You want to make sure it's a time when you're able to do them, because otherwise people aren't going to know when to find you, where to find you, etc. And again, your title, make your title catchy and niche relevant. Once saved, you can begin adding inventory. So to add items to the show, in the show editor, click add product or the little plus sign in the mobile app. For each listing, you want to include the title, okay? Clear, short, searchable, example, vintage Nike vintage Nike tee, medium. Description, optional but helpful. Mention flaws, comps, brand. Category, matches the product. Niche, do not skip the category of your items. Okay, do not miss saying that putting this in the baseball hat category, for example. Start price. Now, a lot of people do dollar starts. If you do dollar starts, you're going to end up with like 50 cents, 40 cents on the item, depending. I would not suggest doing dollar starts unless you want to get to 1,000 sales quicker so you can unlock the automatic payment. Now, if you get to 1,000 items sold on WhatNot, it unlocks automatic payments. So after that, after you have 1,000 sales, you print your label after the show, and as soon as you print the label, the money comes to you. It is released to you. Start price, $3 to $15 is a sweet spot for most auctions. We've had a lot of auctions where we've started things at $3 and $5, $7, and done fine. It depends on what you're selling. Shipping tier, select based on weight, which is auto-calculated by WhatNot. So you will get more into setting up your shipping as we get along further in this course. But you always 4 ounces, 5 ounces, 6 ounces. They would have a shipping tier that is like 4 to 8 ounces. So that is where that is the shipping that I would attach to that hat. Images. If you're using images, use clean, clear photos, at least one. I would say you're fine with just one, usually. You can use bulk upload tools on desktop for faster listing, CSV import, or drag drop entry. Step 3, organize items for show flow. You can rearrange the order of items before you go live by dragging them into place. Here are some tips. Start with attention grabbers, rare, hyped, or themed items. Start with a bang. Group smaller items together, all tees, then all hats, etc. End with mystery boxes or bundles to boost retention. Pin items during the show in advance. Can be done live also. Playing your show like a playlist, build energy and interest as it goes. That's a great strategy. Bam. Start off. Bam. Get people into your show. Bam. And then, right? Pro tools and features for listing. Pins and tags. Add tags for searchability and category visibility. Use featured pins to highlight special items that you have in the show. Draft mode. You can prep inventory in draft status and assign to shows later. Did you hear that? You can prep your listings and then assign them to a show later. Templates. Use naming or SKU templates if you sell similar items. Example, T number 1, 90s Nike, size large, single stitch. Common listing mistakes to avoid. Okay, so we're going to go through some mistakes and what happens. No photos, low trust, lower bids. Depends. I would say it depends because a lot of times you're going to go live. Once you have an audience to go live, you're going to do, 100 baseball hats. You're going to have baseball hats people waiting to see what's next if they see that you have some bangers hanging up behind you, especially. Missing size or condition causes confusion and refunds. Yes. You have to be honest about the condition of your items and you want to make sure that you're accurate about the size. Wrong shipping tier. Buyer gets charged too much or you do. If I put this at £1, right? The buyer's not going to be happy. So you want to make sure your shipping is accurate. You can also put, the buyer will pay a max of, so much money in shipping. And then that encourages buyers to buy more because they know that once they've reached that 9/21 is WhatNot shipping as I'm recording this, then everything else they buy, the shipping is free. So they pay the shipping on the items up to 9/21, $9.21, and then everything else they buy is free, ships free. That's a great buyer incentive. I personally love free shipping. All caps or spammy titles. Nah, that's not a way. It's not a way to build trust, is it? Looks unprofessional and hard to scan, hard to read. No item order creates awkward downtime or dead air. You do not want awkward dead air, downtime in your shows. It hurts the flow. Buyers will click out. They will go elsewhere. Bonus, listing physical prep. Hang clothes by order of the listing. If you have a rack, hang clothes in the order of the listing. Use bins and tubs with sticky notes or item numbers. Have backup items ready in case of a fast show. Label each piece in real life to match your listing title or SKU for faster grab and sell flow. Listing inventory checklist. Are you ready? Here's your checklist. Eye-catching, searchable titles. Correct shipping tier selected. Clear photos, especially for items with detail. Items organized in show order. Bonus items or surprise pieces planned. Okay. And if you have your show completely preloaded, you have your inventory, your pictures, it's good to have bonus items or surprise items to catch your buyers off guard. And they will say, oh, that's not just the items listed. I don't know what she's going to pull out to sell next. Pinned your top 3 items to start the show strong. Pre-listing inventory isn't just about convenience. It's about building trust and creating a friction-free shopping experience. The more detailed, the more dialed in your listings, the more viewers can focus on what matters most buying from you. So preloading your listings or doing listings in advance doesn't really take that much time. Here is a box where we have everything preloaded, pre-listed for our shows, our upcoming shows. You can do that. You can also, if you have a larger audience, you can also do random pulls and say, tonight I'm selling 100 hats. None of them are photographed or listed, but I have 100 random hats listed. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. You can do that when you have a larger audience, or you can do that to build a larger audience as well. Coming up next, Module 3, Part 4, which is using the WhatNot app, tools, tags, pins, and mods. We'll get into that next.